the much-awaited merger of Air India Vistara is on track. Staff is, it's starting to merge. The road, I don't see there's any roadblock that exists at this point in time. So I think the road ahead is clear for the merger to go through, and this is it's just started now.
So, Shweta, I think there wasn't really an anticipated roadblock, but there were certain clearances required. You needed a clearance from DGCA.
Of course.
You needed a clearance from Competition Commission of India, CCI, right? And CCI, as we know, has been going hammer and tongs on big tech in the US doing business in India. Google being, of course, right in the claws pretty much and the jaws of CCI, talking about antitrust and violation of fair practice and monopolistic trade. So I think what CCI was trying to decipher and arrive at was the fact that if this merger were to go through, Air India and Vistara, and this becomes the overall Air India combined story that we talk about, then is it going to be in a position to be a monopolistic player, and will it be able to eventually cartelize prices? And if that is the case, then CCI would not have given its nod. But I believe we have an equally strong player in IndiGo, which is in fact the market leader, running one single airline called IndiGo, as opposed to the Air India, the Tata Group running Air India, Vistara, Air Asia, and in talks with Singapore Airlines as well. So it's a much larger number of airlines being run by the Tata Group as compared to a single airline called IndiGo being run by Interglobe Aviation. So as long as there are these two dominant players in the market providing pretty much a homogeneous service, which is aviation travel from point of origin to point of destination, of course add or subtract some frills which come at a certain cost, but beyond that, as long as there are two dominant players in the market, then creation of a monopoly is unrealistic. And I think that has come in way of the nod from CCI that now the sky is clear for the merger of Air India and Vistara.
And there were of course reports and the reason why I said the road ahead looks clear, there isn't a roadblock, because there were reports that there are antitrust issues that regulator has raised. Although these were unconfirmed reports, now that the merger is going through, Amit, it appears that those concerns have also been catered to, if at all there were concerns.
Well, all the concerns were basically quelled by the Vistara CEO, Mr. Kannan. So there were concerns on that front, and then there were concerns in the market with what happened in the case of Go First, that the lessors had become cautious towards the Indian market. In the case of Go First, they were they had problems repossessing their assets. Also, this was added to by the interest rates rise and the appreciation of the dollar with respect to the rupee. So all these concerns were basically quelled by the CEO, Mr. Kannan of Vistara. And with respect to CCI, they had both the airlines had filed their whatever applications. It takes 270 days, CCI. Then they have NCLT approval, which takes 9 to 12 months. That was also applied few months ago. Then there are, as Karthik mentioned, there are approvals from regulatory approvals from DGCA, MOCA, AOC. They are expecting the integration to go through latest by October of 2024, earliest by April of 2024. So that is where it stands. And with respect to duopoly, in the same press meet, Mr. Kannan said, duopoly is not what you should be talking about. What they are concerned about, that one airline has 63% of the market share.
And that is their competitor.
And that is their competitor. And they are way down at 25 combined. So that is their concern. So that is the gap they want to basically fill up.